Hello, I'm Clive Fruscia. I've been in the world of fleet and business cars for 10 years, and I'm pleased to say that this is a first. The first time that a video has been distributed with a specialist magazine. It's not my video, it's Ford's video. It's not my car, it's Ford's car. But if you ask me what I thought of the new Mondeo, I'd have to say it's good. It's very good. And as for the video, I hope that you'll find it helpful and informative. My feeling is that you will enjoy the Mondeo experience.
Unchain my heart, baby, let me go. Unchain my heart, 'cause you don't love me no more. Every time I call you on the phone, some fella tell me that you're not at home. Unchain my heart, set me free. I'm under your spell, like a man in a trance, yeah. Oh, but you know darn well that I don't stand a chance. Please unchain my heart. Oh, I'm under your spell, just like a man in a trance, yeah. But you know darn well that I don't stand a chance. Please unchain my heart. Oh, I don't stand a chance. No, no.
I've been involved with Mondeo from its very beginnings on the drawing board. As a past racing driver, it pleased me greatly that Ford absolutely majored on safety right from the very beginning of this design. Whether it's the protection along the side of the car for side impact, whether it's a 4-door, a 5-door, or whether it's an estate car, whether it's the deformable structure at the front, or the airbags inside, and of course the sophisticated seat belts, they have considered the occupant safety of enormous importance. Now, of course, those attributes are there if you have an accident, but more important for me is how the car drives. There's a lot that goes in to make a car comfortable and nice to drive. One of the most impressive things about the Mondeo is something called NVH. It stands for noise, vibration and harshness. We probably have the best balanced NVH car in the business today for its size and weight. The drivability of a car is also very important. You've got to be able to drive a car sweetly and nicely, almost like the perfect chauffeur. To do that, you've got to have a clutch that works gently and progressively so that it doesn't disturb the driver or the occupants. You've got to be able to get an accelerator pedal that goes progressively and smoothly without upsetting people again. And a brake pedal, it's got to be smooth with good modulation and good linearity. I believe we've got the best braking system of any car that I've driven in the world with regards to smoothness. The car was created as a front-wheel drive car, and it was also designed for a multi-valve engine. The Mondeo will have 16-valve engines. And why 16 valves? They're more efficient, they're quieter, they're smoother, and the emission controls are better. The car probably has the most sophisticated electronic management control system of any car in the world. Transmissions, It's got the new 5-speed transmission exclusively designed for this car, and the new automatic transmission. It's got an economy drive and it's got a performance drive as well in that automatic. And you can have adaptive damping. That means you can be going along on the motorway with a nice gentle and soft ride. The moment the car goes into a manoeuvre or into tight corners, the adaptive damping thinks for the car and goes into a firm suspension mode. Now, of course, the performance driver can flick a switch and keep it in that performance mode all the time if they want to. And talking about driving, can you imagine how good adaptive damping would be with traction control? We've got it. A wonderful car to drive. The total design concept of the Mondeo, of course, includes the interior. The instrument panel, newly and beautifully laid out. You can read every instrument and gauge perfectly. The ergonomics, again, perfect in my mind. You can reach every knob, any switch, any control easily. From the driving position, the seat, the big items, very impressive. Great support round here and under the knees, incidentally. And of course, when you talk about that, look at the steering wheel, telescopic as well as rake. The adjustments of the seat, many and varied, for big people as well as people for average height. The sound system, probably more money spent and more technology in it than any sound system that I've ever seen in a car of this kind. Beautifully done with great quality. But I suppose it's the attention to detail in small things that impresses me. For example, a pen holder. Look at this. Very convenient for the driver as well as the passenger. And a sun visor on the driver's side, a vanity mirror also, with incidentally 2 settings, light, dim and bright. Very convenient. It's this type of attention to detail that makes this a truly exceptional car in the inside also. Vehicle security has never been more important. Car theft, never so prevalent. If a professional car thief wants to break into a car, I don't believe there's a car made in the world that he can't steal. But Ford Motor Company in the Mondeo has done a better job than ever before to secure your investment.
Mondeo reassures by meeting or exceeding the most stringent crash test requirements, both current and projected. Built-in door beams and body strengthening resist side impacts, while the front and rear ends have been designed for better crash management, with crash grooves in the engine compartment, reinforced front subframe, and specially designed rocker beam structure. A special transverse beam fitted here between the A pillars minimizes steering wheel movement in an impact, while anti-submarining seats check forward movement of occupants. Just part of Mondeo's integrated safety system. The seat belts have inertia reel grabbers, which on impact limit wind out on the belt spool, and pre-tensioners, which take up slack in the belt in just 8 to 10 milliseconds. Within 40 milliseconds, the steering wheel airbag supplementary restraint system, which is standard on all Mondeos, will have fully inflated. All of this in just the blink of an eye. An optional front passenger airbag is also available. The fuel tank is tested beyond the most stringent US standards to withstand crash impact. Add this list of safety features to the front and rear crumple zones, and you can see the potentially life-saving benefits of Ford's new car. It was Ford, of course, who pioneered anti-lock braking systems for the cars most of us drive. And with Mondeo, there's a new system available with integrated electronics and hydraulics. Enhanced safety and driving pleasure are also benefits from another high-tech option, traction control. Available on Mondeo Gear and SI, traction control, put simply, removes unwanted wheel spin. Sensors detect any trace of wheel spin within 5 milliseconds. Then a computer-controlled combination of brake and throttle adjusts braking and power to eliminate the problem even before the driver was aware of it. From loose surfaces like this, to steep hills, to snow and ice, Mondeo's traction control offers real benefits in safety and drivability. 4x4 Mondeos, incidentally, are the first four-wheel drive cars in the world to offer this technology. Mondeo offers an all-multi-valve range of catalyzed petrol engines featuring advanced sequential electronic fuel injection, delivering the exact fuel-air mix individually to each cylinder at the right moment, thanks to accurate control from a new version of Ford's E4 engine management computer and a new electronic distributorless ignition module. E4 also controls an exhaust gas recirculation system and secondary air system, which combine with the three-way catalytic converter to ensure that Mondeo meets the most stringent emission regulations currently in force worldwide. The range of all multi-valve petrol engines, from 1.6 to 2 litres plus a 1.8 turbo diesel, gives the optimum choice. Indeed, everything about Mondeo is designed to make it a great car to drive. It's one of the most aerodynamically efficient cars on the road. This combines with Mondeo's long wheelbase and low centre of gravity to give outstanding stability, even at speed in crosswinds. And because of its aerodynamics, Mondeo is remarkably quiet on the road. Even the door mirrors have been designed for efficiency as well as style. Creating half the turbulence of other designs, their contribution to interior noise is nil. Because it's designed to slip through the air, its low rolling resistance effortlessly achieves high cruising speeds. Highly controllable too. Don't forget that power steering is standard on all Mondeos. The suspension, both front and rear, has been designed to make the most of this kind of advantage. For example, on the rear of 4- and 5-door models, it's a quadrillink system with anti-roll bar to give excellent ride comfort with high standards of directional and braking stability, while estates have their own unique short and long arm system to give the widest load area with outstanding ride and handling. Additionally, Mondeo, for the first time for a European Ford, is available with an adaptive damping system, working with traction control and offering 2 modes, Auto or Sport. Auto switches the damping from soft to firm in less than 20 milliseconds when the system senses movements like acceleration, braking, cornering or high speeds, thus giving the ride of a luxury car when you want it and sports car handling when you need it. In Sport mode, the damping is set firm, giving a taut, true performance car feel. Whatever setting is chosen, new Mondeo with adaptive damping is even more responsive, even more pleasurable to drive. Mondeo is high on comfort and convenience features. Inside, the air is cleaned by a micron air filter, filtering out virtually all pollen and road dusts. Additionally, air conditioning is available. Mondeo offers a totally new CFC-free system. Mondeo has an elegant and highly legible new instrument panel, offering optional cruise control, complete with tap-up, tap-down facility. Power windows are available, including the driver benefit of a one-shot down window too. Heated front seats and powered seat controls are also available. The high-security locks have shielded mechanisms. Remote-controlled central locking is available on higher series models, and this will also activate the new illuminated entry system, a great benefit at night. On certain models too, the interior door handles are themselves illuminated when the lights are on. And double locking is standard too. That's the system which prevents a door being opened even if a window were smashed. In that event, Mondeo's volume sensing alarm will prove a wise investment. All Ford radio cassettes are now supplied with an uprated key code system. And finally, there's an additional vehicle VIN plate, now on permanent view to make it easier to identify a stolen vehicle. Mondeo delivers because it is all new. New from the wheels up and available in 3 body styles. Whichever is chosen, there are state-of-the-art benefits in every area.
The problem when you've got 5 years to design a car and launch it, you've got to get it right at the time you launch it, not the time you start designing it. And I would think it is at least among the best in its class and maybe the best in its class.
I think it'll do very well with fleets. It looks good, and obviously it's a vast improvement over the previous Sierra, which was one of the fleet leaders, so I think it'll do very well indeed.
Responsiveness, the confidence that it would do what you wanted it to do when you wanted it to do it.
I thought it was a very impressive car. I think it will sell well for Ford with fleet operators. Reps will like it, I'm sure.
I know within our fleet, I think it's going to go down very well. I think the specification of the car and overall general appearance of it, I think it'll go down very well.
It's got to compete against some good product, but the quality of the car will come through, and I think therefore it will be successful.
Could be Japanese. It really does the job very, very well indeed.
Really is a quantum leap forward.
The handling, moving through the gears is very smooth, braking's very good. Very impressed.
I guess you just feel at home in it. You feel part of it.
I always find that with my fleet anyway, when anything new comes into the market, there is interest, and I think there's going to be great interest in this car indeed.
Very good. This is the 1.6. We drove the Cavalier 1.8 before, and definitely first impressions, yes, far nicer car to drive.
I'm quite big and there's plenty of room in there. It's nice.
The steering wheel, the telescopicness as well as the rake is very, very good. I mean, I like to try and lay back, and being a short person, it compensates for, you know, for being in the right place and still being able to touch the pedals.
When we went out with the chap from Ford, he got me to change from second into fifth, and that was very impressive. The fact that you could actually do that with most cars, obviously, you would immediately grind to a halt, or it would be very uncomfortable. So that was impressive. To put your foot down and to pull away in the 2-litre injection, obviously, is very nice.
The rear seating, very good, plenty of room, because we have, you know, a lot of people on our fleet, they're fairly tall, over 6 foot, and that's one of the major problems for cars, but I think in that you wouldn't have a problem.
The safety features of the car, I think it's a definite plus. I think that'll help sell the car. A lot of people are looking for that these days in a car.
It's very enjoyable when you put your foot down. Even as a 1.6 went very well.
It's very comfortable, pulls very well, surprisingly flexible. You almost didn't notice the gear shift at all, almost like driving automatic at times in the traffic. Very, very flexible.
What I found, my first impression, was the actual seat, the comfort in the seat. Quite a lot of cushioning, good support for the back.
And plenty of room too, both in the front and the back.
I found the adjustable steering wheel to be very useful, because I find on a lot of cars I like to sit quite upright in the driver's seat, and the steering wheel actually obscures the top of the instrument range, whereas this particular car with the adjustment on the lower specification was very, very handy.
We've just driven a Cavalier and no comparison.
Now, I've been involved, as I said at the beginning of this tape, with the Mondeo from its very beginning. I've never been more satisfied with an end product as I am with this car. This is the best car that I've worked on. It's probably the most important car that Ford has ever produced anywhere in the world. I've worked with some great engineers. I'm a very small gear in a big transmission, but I'm very proud of my contribution. I know you're going to enjoy this car.